Yo, walk one. Tis your boy, Jeton Legendary, and you are tuning to Legendary Photography. We have ourselves a Fallout 4 photo session. It's been a hot minute. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We're using our three chocolate characters. Okay, that's the OG Yale, Steel, and Tyrin. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, show you people join Legendary Clan Sports and become legendary. I do all things photography and cinematics, virtual, real life, sometimes AI. Make sure you check out the links in the description. You might find some stuff you might like. I got Instagram, that's where I upload most of my photos. And at the moment, I'm still using DeviantArt, even though I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna stick around with that one. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, let's go. Alrighty. This lady right here, okay, Yale, as you saw in the intro, has never left that spot right there. Okay. But look, problem with that place, those magnificently beautiful large buildings that I made. Okay. When I try to build over there, game crashes instantly. So I'm gonna use up a little bit of the red rocket here, because I want to build like a little casual spot. There's gonna be some casual chill stuff for this character. That's usually how I do her photos. There's just one problem. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleaning here, because my main character, her spot is way cleaner than this. Very clearly tell that I've never brought this character here. You know what I'm saying? This is how it goes though when you want to make like little sceneries and whatnot with your character and they spot. What? Oh, this. Oh, I forgot. Man, times 30, boy. Nothing less. Now, typically I don't show the building process, but because Fallout is doing Fallout photos is much like doing Skyrim photos, it happens pretty quickly in comparison to Cyberpunk. So, I guess I can show y'all how I would build this real quick. Like I said, I want something pretty casual. I think I'm gonna build it up on top of here, though, so that I can get better lighting at all times. Go ahead and put an elevator down. Right about... Oh, we gotta curve it a little bit. So, yeah, put that right there. Facing the right direction? That's good enough. But typically, you go to Lil Man, you know what I mean? Just be chilling there sometimes, doing his thing. He just be doing his thing, you know what I mean? But look, typically, like I said, I wouldn't really show the building process, because the building process is what makes these take a lot longer. But I guess it'll kind of be like inspiration for the rest of the folks who might have ever wanted to do some any types of, whether that be, well, Skyrim you can't really build much, kind of got to go places. There's a lot of places to go in Skyrim, though. Skyrim is a beautiful game, as where this game is beautifully ugly, as you can see. Not the best surroundings. However, if you decide to create your own surroundings, you can make some absolutely gorgeous surroundings, like we're doing now. Why is she in stealth? I can't see because it's dang afro. Oh. Take me to flow number 2. Oh, I didn't connect it. I forgot you actually had to connect these. How you do it again? Oh, here we go. I ain't built nothing in so dang long. Attach. Work. Probably because they're colliding. Work out here. I'm just using stairs. This character, I'm gonna go something a little casual, you know what I mean? Now this character right here, back in the day, okay, Yale was my main builder character. I built everything, as you very clearly see by that ridiculously tall tower. It's never been finished though. So what you're looking at isn't it failing to render, it's just genuinely a convertible building right now. And probably will be for a long time. But the good thing about it is because I have it, I can use it for photos. The bad thing is if I want to build any new little cool looking spot, I cannot. The game crashes anytime I try to build over there anymore, which is very unfortunate, because now I genuinely can't finish it. Before I wasn't going to finish it because one of my mods had went bad and ruined everything. Now I can't finish it because I just genuinely cannot finish it. I build, game crashes. If I any dang thing, if I clean the whole spot up, the game crashes. I'll load back in and it's all back. But it's all good. Don't need it. Not right now. Or actually, at all. It's good for photos, so that's why I have no real issues with it. Like, yeah, sure, I can't really build nothing new there, but there's so much there that if I wanted to, I could just use that spot. So for this, we're gonna make her a cool little house. Cool little house here. I'll show y'all how I be building my stuff. Not gonna need a green screen. Actually, let me get rid of that because we're making her face that direction, so lighting is gonna be needed facing that way. We don't care about anything on these sides, only what's directly behind her, which will be where the sunlight is. Now, like any game, the beautiful part about doing photos with the darker tone characters is extremely easy to give them lighting versus more pale characters. The paler the character, the harder it is. The darker the character, the easier. Unless, of course, the lighting or the area itself is dark, then that's where the problems come in. But, that can even be fixed as well. Actually, like that. Actually, no, let me go with the old school walls. Let's go with like a fucking full-on modern day big windows look. I think that's barn. It's been so long since I built, I don't remember which one was that. That's decent, but that's not... Okay, never mind, it's bad. That's not what I was thinking of, though. I think it might be the farm joints. These look terrible, though. How do I hear Tom and Jerry music? Ah, here we go, these ones. They got holes in the wall, though. These were great, though. I used to use these for all my dang buildings. Didn't matter what the heck I was making, that was the walls right there. Head back to wood. Put these up at the top. I can't put those there. Guess what? I'm gonna do it anyways. Whoops. Not what I was trying to do. That right there. Well, boom. This is the behind the scenes of how I set up my fucking photos. I used to do this all the time for Cyberpunk, but those videos, those episodes were stupid long. Them episodes would be like 3 hours when I would show off the building process. Like, I don't know if this is, I should be having these videos this dang long. I mean, that is the process of photography. Realistically, a lot of times when I'm doing these, and these videos are only like an hour, I'm only showing you the hours, the minutes that matter. I'm not showing you the entirety, the full-on process of what I'm doing when I'm taking these photos. So for y'all, you might see and check out the video and it says 1 hour. For me, that crap is like fucking 6 or 7. Depending on how many characters I'm doing and what I'm doing, of course. Nowadays is usually not that long, but back then it was, because I don't know if some of y'all might remember, but back then I used to do 2 outfits per character. So I would do 3 characters and each character would have 2 outfits. Then I realized, okay, I'm like, I might be doing just a little too much. So let me bring it down a bit and do 1 outfit per character. Because then I would look up and I would have, I mean, I guess it wasn't a bad thing, but shoot, it was a process, that's for sure. That roof looked terrible. Anything that doesn't look so bad, I'll take that. Much better. Got a slight hole in the roof, but a lot better. Plus, she ain't tall enough for that. Fallout characters are tall, but not that tall. But you ain't even gonna be able to really see that. Not even a little bit, I think. Let's see here. Can we get some real nice marble in here at all? Marble of any sorts. That is quite large, but it is pretty. Like the red, that might add too much shadow. I kind of want to use the stairs as a part of her photo. That does matches the fit though. It do match the fit. I never understand why the fuck it zooms in so close whenever I leave Photoshop. I say Photoshop, Workshop. I didn't have this problem before. It zooms in so close I can't see crap. This was not a problem before. And if the stairs, the stairs most likely will work, but I do want to add some furniture too, just for the swag of it. I always go with the pictures, the paintings. My favorites, this one. This one's good, but it's a little too small. This one's good. This one's good. I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. This one is my favorite. This one is another one of my favorites. The biggest ones are always my favorite. This one's good. This one's real good. This one's one of the best. This one's pretty good, but the frame is just a little too big. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is it. Those. What the heck? I ain't never seen these. What the fuck is this? Arcade paintings. Oh, this must be from when you pick up the books. Not the books, the kind of sort of books, the comics. Yeah, I never went that far back. I usually stop at the pictures. Usually this one. No, not that one. This one. This is one of my favorites. Look how big it is. It's huge. Okay, put that right up against the wall. Right there to make it look like it's and right off the wood. Go with the other big one. Wait, what was the other one I said was one of my favorites? Hold on. These ones are nice, but they're too small. Big ones are the best because you can see them the best, you know. There's more sight of them. I actually want to use this one. I never actually paid this one attention. Okay, you know what, never mind me. Yeah, I always like the wilderness ones though. Scenery is some of my favorite things to take pictures of. I need a better picture taking device though. I would take, cause one of the main reasons you don't see me do a lot of scenery screenshots in games is because to me it's kind of odd. It's like doing scenery screenshots with AI. Why do it that way when you can do it in real life? That's why I do the characters, because then you don't care with the characters. It's my own creation, and then you ain't got to deal with people. Some people they be wanting too much money, or you gotta be able to schedule. Maybe both of y'all can't schedule at the same time. There's a lot that goes into it. But with scenery, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't reading it. I just kind of hit the button. With scenery, you know what I'm saying? Well, I guess I'm decently limited. I live in a dang desert. There's only so many pictures you can take of brown, sandy mountains. You know? There's only so many pictures you can take of brown, sandy mountains before it's like, all right, I've done that about 1,000 times. I need some more scenery, you know. I hate how close this is because I can't tell that. Okay, now we need to work on lighting. 3 is the angle in which this workshop thing sits at. Plus, with that dark tone skin, like I said, it's a whole lot easier to do lighting for a darker tone character than it is a lighter tone character. One of my biggest struggles on a Cyberpunk when using path tracing is a pale character. Which I need to test it out on one of my darker characters because it would probably look immaculate. But it's a lot easier to light things up. Actually, I think I kind of like that. I think I don't want any extra scene. Yeah, no extra. What's the name? He's either going to be on the ground or on the staircase. But let me add any like plants or vases of any sort, any vase of any dang sort. All my old Christmas stuff. I'm gonna be using that. I'm in December, of course, and I can't. You know, I need to be writing. I need a dang calendar. I need to be keeping track of what holidays come when, important holidays that everybody and their mother pays attention to. Because like, I could have did more stuff for Easter. Completely forgot Easter was coming up. But the Easter stuff I did do was like 5 days after Easter. That's why there was barely any Easter stuff this year. I messed up, you know what I'm saying? It's simple. But, you know, if I have a dang calendar where I can pay attention to these things, it's a whole lot easier to keep track. I ain't think about it though till after. Or at least make a calendar my dang self. One of these days though, I want to start doing some live streaming on this channel. Live stream some photographies and stuff, playing some games. We sit back and be chilling and whatnot, chit-chatting. I gotta get the schedule down pat. I think I want to do more of these photography sessions. There's a lot of games that have full-on photo modes that I would love to mess around with. Some of them I have not messed around with yet because I just haven't been able to find the time to get to them. But there are multitudes of games with actual photo modes that I absolutely should be doing photo sessions in. Shoot, working Gmod, GTA, Fortnite, Warframe, because I still haven't played that. I need to unlock a skin first though, because the current skin I got is basic and generic. I don't want to be doing a photo mode with a generic basic skin, so that's why I ain't. Ooh, shoot! Almost fell off. That's why I haven't done Warframe yet. I need some heat first. Somebody had told me. I believe it was Torment. That's a guy who pops into my Warcraft channel fairly often. He had told me that it's possible to it's possible to grind the paid tokens in game. Like, shoot, I need to do that. I need to get a skin before I go doing some Warframe stuff. I don't want to do Warframe with a generic starter skin. That's whack. But I've messed around a little bit with the photo mode over there. Yeah, see, there you go. And it's that simple. You have great lighting straight off the bat. And it's because that great dark tone, that's where if she was a little lighter, we probably would have had some issues. But I'm gonna move this in the middle. Can I get rid of this light without deleting the entire thing? Get that out of here. Grab this one. Put it here instead. And that looks pretty good to me. But just for more looks, let's add a ceiling fan. We add some backup light. That look like that. Now, there we go. Add a ceiling fan just for more look. I doubt you'll be able to see up that high, but just in case. I mean, it's a dang studio room, so I guess it doesn't matter much. Just for the swag purposes. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. This is good old Fallout. So over here in Fallout, I still use the classic way of doing photos over here, and that is good old TFC and FOV. Nobody has a good photo mode anymore, which is unfortunate because I barely got to use that dang photo mode when it had dropped. I was very disappointed. 50. Get her in a pose so she can start twirling around and crap. Okay, see what that looked like real quick. Is this casual looking enough? I would say this is pretty good. It's pretty casual looking. Got one issue though. I don't know if the depth of field will kick in with it that close. I'm not 100% feeling the red stairs. I might go with a different color. 80, but yeah, there's a lot of games with really good photo modes that I should definitely be doing videos on. And the photo mode sessions, they just kind of work. I'm gonna get on and do photos, but outside of photos in the week and photos of the month, and maybe like, you know, Instagram, of course, Deviant, although I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be using Deviant. There was a reason why I had abandoned Deviant back in the day. I think I might re-abandon it. Maybe go with like Patreon or something. Probably make it free. Cause man, there's one issue when you do pinup style photos, right? And in some of those photos I post over there, the most I might do for the character is she might be topless. That's about it. Man, you get messages all the dang time from people talking about you do this, you do that, you do this, and it's always some kind of crazy request. I'm like, no, I don't do that. And then there's a new problem over there with the website that I didn't even know about until I got back, and I saw other people complaining about it. And then I realized they prioritize AI like crazy. It's like, ugh. I thought this was like for, you know, artists. But then you got websites like Instagram where they don't. When I get on, oh shoot, my back. Every now and then, I don't use Instagram like super often for consumption. I might go over there once and every now and then to check out like a clean car or something that might have got posted and whatever, while I'm in the middle of posting something my dang self. But when every now and then they reset, this might look a little better. Every now and then they reset your what is it, For You page. And when they reset mine, I was a little disappointed because my Instagram is curated perfectly to lowriders and muscle cars and anything cars and anything trucks. Essentially my Instagram. They reset the crap. I was like, what the fuck, man? They reset my joint. And as I'm scrolling through, I noticed everything you see on a reset For You page is from actual people. It's actual people's pictures from their actual cameras and all that. The stairs ain't working for some reason. Looks obstructive. Like, it doesn't look bad, it just looks too much for some reason. Let me get rid of it, see what that look like. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, it just looks too much. Maybe I should go with a regular couch. Maybe that's the problem. A couch should be here, but there is no couch here. Just a massive block of stairs. Maybe that's the problem. Right, but everything was actual photos. Not a single bit of it was AI. Not one bit. I saw people's little dogs. I saw people's, you know, taking pictures of mountains. It was like family photos, and it was real friendly looking. I forgot how friendly Instagram can actually be. You know what I'm saying? It was actual real deal photos. And then because like I said, when I do use Instagram to look at people's stuff while I'm posting my own stuff, it's all actual people's cars. There's no AI cars, no AI trucks. It's all people's actual lowriders, people's actual semis, people's actual muscle cars, trucks, whatever the fuck. Pickup trucks. It's all people's actual daily driven or project vehicles. With Deviant, because I don't use Deviant at all for consumption outside of just posting, man, it is AI central. People are not wrong. That's dang near all you see is AI stuff. And the thing is that be killing me. You always hear people talking about, oh, AI is going to take over and so many people are going to lose their jobs. I don't think people really pay attention to AI enough, because a lot of it sucks. People just print some crap and then they send it out, and then boom, that's it. A lot of people's AI stuff is trash as fuck. You can see it from a mile away. Like I said, when I'm on Instagram and they reset my crap, I could tell that it was people's actual photos. Oh no, don't store nothing. I could tell it was people's actual photos. On fucking on Instagram, when you are seeing the stuff that you want to see, you could tell that it's people's actual photos, their actual cars, whatever the fuck. Like I said, Deviant, holy, only way you're not gonna see AI is if you actually use Deviant for consumption. But the problem is, as I kept reading more into people in what they were talking about, apparently that's not that's not the case either. Why is the depth of field not working when I get close to it? Apparently that ain't the case either. There was a dude who was showing the joint. He actually uses DeviantArt to see other people's stuff. And he said there's more AI tabs than there are actual artist tabs. And that's made by Deviant themselves. And it's like, ugh. That's number one. Number two, like I said, so back in the day, for those who don't know, okay, because this was a long time ago, your boy used to use, I used to use Deviant to post my photos back then. It was mostly World of Warcraft stuff, because I did a lot of Warcraft photography at the time. Lightning. I used to do a lot of Warcraft photography at the time. And, I had backed off because once I had started really paying attention and noticing, I think like 2013, I had closed my first original DeviantArt account. Surprisingly enough, I had people asking me what happened to your Deviant account. I'm like, I got rid of it. I don't know if I want it to be associated with my name anymore. Man, I'm starting to feel that way again. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be getting asked some crazy crap. Like, I only do the modeling / pinup stuff with my characters. I'm not gonna be sitting there having my characters busting it open. That's beyond what I do. That ain't photography at that point. You know what I'm saying? That ain't photography at that point. And the few times that my characters are not, you don't see anything. You never will see anything. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? That's it. Man, you be getting people to ask you for crazy crap. But then I remember, this is DeviantArt. It's not Instagram. I'm like, man, I might have to move over to Patreon or something. Make it free for the time being. I don't know. It depends on what people say. $1 or something. I don't fucking know. We'll see. I ask people, you know, what's a good price? What's a good healthy price that you'd be willing to pay or whatever. To me, I feel like $1 is probably good. That would get people interested. It ain't like a whole ton, obviously, but it would get people interested more than like 10, 15, 16, 17. But it's like, shoot, there was a reason I had got out of here back in the day. I think I might go ahead and do that again. And it sucks too, because it is building the followers, but it's like, sometimes, you know, need more than a little bit of building to stick around with something like that. I forgot how weird to get over there. Dude. Okay, that's a little better, but we need a little bit more. See, I was trying to go with the warm lighting, but I mean, this ain't too bad, but we just a little more. Gonna have those on the side for looks though. Yeah, I forgot how it really get that world and realm. Forgot how strange it really be. And it sucks too because you see the actual artists and they're all the ones who are complaining because it's being flooded with trashy AI. It's not like it's good AI, which is pretty hard to find because a lot of people don't give a crap. They just generate some crap, post it, and then fool a bunch of old people or dudes who don't care if it's AI or not. Those are the ones you get. The ones who are helping it being pushed. Like, you know what? If I had my own website, because I haven't built a website since I was like fucking 12, so I don't know how to build websites no more. But if I had like my own thing, this wouldn't be an issue. But then I look it up and I'm wondering like, what is better? Is Patreon the better option? I see a lot of people say that it is because of you know, it's when you forward people to Patreon, it's your own joint. As where okay, that's much better. Yeah, I love these dang things. This is why I always use these things. They're great for lighting. We don't lose too much integrity on our background here. Although I do want the sun to be just a little lower so you can actually see it. I want the sun rays to shine through the building. Matter of fact, I actually don't want this couch. I'm gonna have her on the floor or just standing up. It's a little bit in the way. Or you know what, let me just back it up some more. This is kind of far up. All the way against the wall. Back. Of course, not too far back. Flipping through the wall. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I should do more. Well, I should do more photo sessions. I want to do more for this channel, absolutely, overall. Because I would like, if I'm gonna do this whole YouTube thing as serious as I can, I would prefer that I do it based on the thing that I love the most. That'll be my music channel, which, you know, I'm always posting music. I'm about to post some music tomorrow, as a matter of fact, as of recording this at least. It's the 5th, it is the 8th, I mean. But as of recording this, but I would prefer to be going ham and working all day on photography and my music. And then, of course, I'll still post to the gaming channel and post here and there to the Warcraft channel whenever I can. Although I'm not sure how much longer I got on that because I'm supposed to be making some gold so I could keep my account up, but I was farming for like 2 hours yesterday and only made like 50,000 gold. I was disappointed. Money has fallen off hard on modern resources. I don't know what the heck happened. Oops. Fucking market is crashing on modern resources. So now I gotta farm old resources, which is pretty easy. But got like a day left on it. I don't know. Ooh, I should do a couple of Warcraft photo sessions before the account goes off. Alright, and boom, that's it. Lighting is much better now. See those eyes? You can see the skin tone perfectly. Face is well shaded. What do we want? I hit the wrong button. I forgot how to. Oh, we gotta use the Steam joint. For some reason, taking photos directly through Fallout does not work anymore. Don't know why. But it's all good. As long as it's PNG and as long as it's good quality. Doesn't really matter where it comes from. As long as it gets done. This is absolutely, for obvious reasons, one of my favorite characters I ever made. Gorgeous, gorgeous character. Then we built cities. Although now that I'm looking at her, I never realized how bushy I made her eyebrows. But me personally, I ain't never had a problem with that. I ain't never had a problem with bushy eyebrows. But I genuinely do not remember her eyebrows that thick. Just a casual little fit, you know what I mean? Casual, but still kinda, you know what I mean? Oh, the silk is picking up light like crazy. Right about there. The thing that makes doing photos on Fallout the hardest is you see how her face is moving a lot. She's looking around a lot. Here in Fallout, your character really likes to stare at their companions. So where she's looking at is she's most likely looking down at dog meat. I don't know why it's a thing in this game, but it always has been. In Skyrim, your character looks around slightly just to look around. Just to, you know, because that's what we do as humans. You're never just looking forward at all dang times. Unless you, you know, you're not very human anymore. That's typically something you see in murderers. You know what I mean? But for regular people, looking around, that's just a regular cautionary / curious thing that we do as humans. So you gotta wait till your character's face is at the right point that you could take a picture of him. Now, of course, back when somebody had made that lovely photo mode, you didn't have to worry about that, but that was a long time ago. I just took 2 pictures on accident, I think. Hold on, I think I just took 2. Number 1 and number 2. I don't have the folder open to know how many photos I'm doing. I might be overdoing it, you know? Okay, no, I only did 1. And then we do a slight bit of editing afterwards. The character looks around a lot, so you gotta wait for them to look back in the position that you need them to be looking in. Which, as you can very clearly see, doesn't take very long. Alright. Now there's a little bit of backstory though to this character. This is Yale. Okay, I made this character back in the day on Xbox One. She's one of my older characters, but here's the crazy thing. She started off as a custom companion. She wasn't even actually a character yet. She was a custom companion to another character of mine who I used to build cities on back in the day. But then when I came over here to PC, I was like, you know what? The side character looks better than the main character. So we're gonna make the side character a thing. And boom, here she is. Still building ridiculous cities. But instead of, and actually, matter of fact, let me see. Can we fly out here real quick? Can we see her? Oh, there she go. You see this character right here? Well, barely, but standing right there. This was the main character, who is now the side character. She kind of just stands here because if you're not careful with custom companions, you can lose them. This was the side character. Yale was the side character at the time. That character was the main character. Now Yale is the main, and that character's the side. Because obvious reasons. That's a great looking character, don't get me wrong, but she ain't this character. Feel what I'm saying? She ain't Yale. Feel what I'm saying? This folder is not updating fast, so I don't know how many pictures I've done with this pose outside of the one. She looked down as soon as I took it. Had to do the switcheroo, although they still got the same job, building cities. Well, used to. Used to. Not so much anymore. Delete. Reset. Okay, 2 more for this character, and we move on to the next. That's one thing Fallout does that Skyrim does not, and I don't know why, but when you re-enter the game, the physics start going a little too crazy. You know what I'm saying? This character right here, I ain't gonna lie, she didn't always have tattoos. And typically, I'm not the biggest fan of tattoos, but some characters / people just genuinely look great with tattoos. And this is definitely one of those characters. She's one of few characters who got tattooed. That's because it genuinely works for her. But as you can see, it's really just the legs and the arms. That's honestly, for me personally, where I prefer tattoos. Sleeve on the leg and on the arms, man, that crap be kind of crazy. As you could, some of y'all might remember my GTA stuff. That is exactly how both of my characters' tattoos are. Arm sleeves, legs, and nothing in the midsection. Maybe something on the back, but that's about it. Oops. I just do. I'll open up another pose menu on accident. This is why a lot of my characters do not have tattoos. This character didn't. I was like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, she's swaggy as fuck with these tattoos. It just genuinely works for her. Some people just genuinely works for them. You ever see that type of person who's got mad tattoos and it's like, it doesn't really match them all that much? Be a lot of dudes out here walking around thinking tattoos make them look tough. It's like, you know what? You probably would have looked tougher without them. That crap to me. I can understand getting tattoos because you genuinely enjoy getting tattoos, but the people who be getting tattoos to make themselves look tough, that crap is weird as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, that crap is weird to me. I could not imagine getting a bunch of dang tattoos hoping it makes me look tougher. That crap be crazy. Well, hey, to each their own, you know? But for folks who get tattoos because they actually enjoy them, hey, you know, more power to you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you enjoy in life. That's just like smoking crack or something. Try not to do that. That's a good seated pose, but I don't know if I can move her back. That's a hard thing to do. Seated poses. Seated poses, dude. Hold on, I think the field of view reset on me. Okay, it didn't. Let me lower this one though. 240. Here we go. And right there. See, the depth of field is on light. It blocks out the background, but not too much in the foreground. Gotta have it nice, you know what I'm saying? And boom. That is the last one for this character. We move on to the next. I actually do not know how many black characters I have in this. So I always do the intros after, because sometimes I don't remember what I'm going to do during the video. So I always do them after. Because I don't actually remember how many black characters I have in this one, in this game. Probably quite a bit. So, let's see. Let's go on to the next. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes Fallout is confusing. I never paid this attention. These fools have their world has been in ruin for 210 years. Right? As you saw there, that was a Tommy gun. Their world has been in ruin for 210 years. It was 2077 when everything went down. The Tommy gun, that variant of the Tommy gun, if I'm remembering correctly, is the old variant. So that should be the 1921. She still got the cami outfit. She is indeed still rocking the cami fit. Hey, this is Steel right here. Mrs. Steel. This was a Zombies episode character. But my thing is, right? How the fuck do you have a decently conditioned 1921 submachine gun, but yet your world still looks like this? Huh? Where the fuck are you finding 300-year-old guns that are still in good working condition? Somebody explain this to me. But at the same time, probably can't explain it to me because other people probably just as confused as I am. I've always been confused by that, I ain't gonna lie. For years, I always wondered that. I'm like, how the fuck? Your world is absolutely busted. But y'all got fucking guns from the 1920s? You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that they were rocking the nuclear powered cars in their world was a very 1950s looking world, but that is a very 1920s looking gun. So what, that was their weapons in 2020s? So what the heck was they shooting in 1920s? Stone Age weapons? They were still throwing bows at each other. I said throwing bows. Yeah, throwing a bow is probably not very effective. They were still shooting arrows at each other and crap. I mean, actually, throw a bow with the proper fucking whip to it, it definitely would hurt. Wouldn't be deadly, but it would definitely hurt. I'm trying to see here. Got too many Christmas outfits. I got an issue that I never knew how to fix, because there are so many. Oh wait, hold on. We're gonna have her in the blue because the two what's names I got her was blue. With these blue high heels, I ain't used those in a minute. I don't remember if they work, but I'm gonna see. There are too many types of body types used in this game, and if you don't know it, then crap ain't gonna work properly. I can't really fix it because if I fix one, then the other will stop working. If I fix the other, then the one will stop working, you know. But a lot of items still work, so it's all good. I'm just trying to remember what, so I'm gonna be right back as I figure out an outfit for her. Alrighty, the contrast of the world is way dang high, but I don't remember how to. Oh, never mind. There we go. Go ahead and put that in the favorites. Lost. I've been looking for that for a hot minute. There's way too much contrast going on. Way too much contrast. Let me see here. Noise. None. Finally remember where the heck that was. That's been making some of my photos look bad. I've been having to edit a lot of my Fallout photos because of that crap. Finally remembered what the heck it was. This is not what I was looking for. We got too much either too much contrast or too much saturation. Okay, so it's not the saturation for now. I'm gonna go back and make sure I didn't just add way too dang much. I'm pretty sure we're having a contrast problem. When I get here, it act like there ain't none on. So that might be the game's contrast itself, maybe. Probably not great. She's fucking orange. I don't know how you could get a dark-skinned character to look orange. Probably should have faced it her direction, considering we're taking pictures of the character and not the scenery around her. Contrast. Reset. Not that. I'm trying to figure out how does the contrast in this work. Okay, see, she looked orange though. Okay, so that might be a saturation. I might have added way too dang much saturation. Like I said, I would be looking at her. The dang world around her. That is not what we're taking. Oops, what we're taking pictures of. Reduce that brightness a little bit. The contrast maybe? Because she's directly in the sun? I think it might be because she's directly in the sun. We are at twilight hour, which is a very orange time. Let's see here. Usually don't have too many lighting issues with Fallout, but right now we're getting too much color. There's too much strength, too much light, too much something. Let me see here. Time. Let's make it early in the day. File 6 should be good. That puts the sunlight where? You know what that is? What the fuck? Why does it look like this? It's the adaptation. The world adaptation. It's adapting. My problem with that adapting crap is it's the same issue I have in Cyberpunk where it over adapts. I don't need any help. I got specific lighting I wanted, but this crap tries to correct it, and it always makes it look bad. What the fuck? Uh-oh, we're having a nuclear fallout here, people. Hold on. There's a dang zombie coming up over the hill. This was a zombie's character a long time ago, okay? It's not what she's doing anymore, but I see him. You see him? I can't point because we're in this menu. He's right on the right. He's on the right side of the screen. He's so dang tiny, I don't even know if y'all can see him, but I see him. He was coming up the dang side pretty fast. Okay, we need it back. Clear sky. Thank you very much. He's sprinting over here too, like he already know what the fuck he's looking for. Too bad he don't know what he's looking for. You feel what I'm saying? Big Mac 11. I'm on controller, so it's a little nasty. There we go. Oh man, pulling up like he know what he's looking for when he don't. So this is the issue I'm having with her spot, as you can very clearly see. There are zombies every dang where from her last bout some time ago. We're gonna have to go ahead and turn this all around. Cause the corpses everywhere. Oh, ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Go ahead. Move these. Oops. Oh, I'm hitting all the dang wrong buttons. Be over here building sceneries twice the times now. Zombie bodies everywhere. So a long time ago, for the newer subscribers who might not know, this shouldn't have been, but it was once a gaming channel. Okay, and what I did was I had a series that I did called The Zombie Survival. And this character was one of the zombie survivals. If I'm remembering correctly, she was one of my longest surviving characters. I think we ultimately lost due to running out of ammo. And as you can see, there are bodies everywhere. So I got stuck in an absolute catastrophe that I couldn't fix. So I said, forget it, we gotta fight. Otherwise, we'll be stuck here forever. So I did fight, fought hard, as you can see. We fought hard. There are zombies every dang where. But this wasn't enough. Oh, Buster. Almost gave me a slight scare there. All right, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm on out of here, baby. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to do photos right now. Better not keep coming through. The dang gun away. Keep reloading. Okay, I think. Now, are we still having a strong... you know what I did? I just realized? I moved the sun from one strong yellow area to another strong yellow area, thus resulting too much dang color. I used to make them characters as fucking... The whole point was for it to be a zombie survival series. I'm like, shoot, characters are still gonna be purty. Now, usually, or for pretty much every episode except for 3, once the character died, that was it. I would delete them. They were gone. But 3 of the characters, I'm like, I don't know if I'll be willing to do that. I'm gonna have to bend the rules a couple of times. So this character and 2 other survived. No, 3 others survived the deletion process. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna end up doing something with the character. Thus, here we are now, trying to do some photography, but I'm messing up the colors somehow. I'll be right back. Alright, boom, we got some lighting. Much better now. You know what I'm saying? See, I fucking love these lamps, dude. I love these lamps, man. Lamps is the greatest. Oh, let me switch weapons real quick, because we're using this dang Mac, and just in case these fools pull up again, I can't... Thing is too dang jumpy. These were the guns that we had during that playthrough. Here was the 4th... What? Hold on. Boom. Bam. 4.2 billion damage. I promise you, none of these guns had that much damage when I was going through the playthrough. Otherwise, I would have never died. I don't know why they hit so hard now. But these were the weapons I had. This I could not use. Oh, no, not this. This was after. This was after I died. This was to clean up all the zombies. All the leftover zombies. This, as you can see, I got 6 bullets. Okay. That ran out. This has 34, but it's full auto, so obviously that's going to run out. This also shares the same as the 10mm pistol. Minigun only has 70 rounds to spare. This was the gun I had to rely on the most, which was okay for a little bit until that ammo got lower and lower and lower. And this I couldn't actually use because, as you can see, the fire rate on it is 100, and it would have eaten up everything. I got so close to killing them all before we got grabbed and slaughtered. Now, the rules I had made for myself back in the day when I was doing that was the character had to be brand spanking new. Could not use any character that already existed. I had, as you can see, fucking Sanctuary Hills, Sanctuary Flat. I scrapped every fucking thing. That was the only way you could get resources, is by scrapping. Couldn't add any resources or nothing. That would be cheating, and that would have meant the character was useless, and the challenge has been failed. You can only eat. You can only take food from what you find. If you find food, then that's your food. That's your character's food. If you don't find, if you can't add no dang food, you can't. It was basically hardcore, and then I did it all in survival. So it was straight bare bones Fallout 4, no mods, with a crap ton of zombies everywhere. And because their perception was so high, you couldn't hide very often. Without, you know, as you can see, they're walking around out there. I don't know if y'all can see them, but they're walking around out there. There's one on top of the dang red rocket truck joint. How the heck he get up there? But yeah, it was rough. It was rough. A lot of fun at first, but then the scrapping process became pretty boring. Everything else was cool. The scrapping process, though, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get these gargantuan heels to work, but it was supposed to be a part of the outfit. That was supposed to be the main thing of the outfit. As you can see, they're not working too well. That was easily one of the roughest Fallout challenges I had created. A trillion zombies running around all over the place. You can't die, or you lose the character. Trying to make sure they ain't running up. Who's be popping up out of nowhere. I mean, if you die, you're dead. Okay, if you die, you gotta get the character out of here. Character deleted, get them out. And I've lost a lot of great looking characters because of that. But hey, it was a part of the challenge. Only 3 or 4 of them survived. It was a part of the challenge, you know. Gonna do a challenge that's hardcore, you gotta stick to the rules. Stick to the plans outside of the 4 characters I decided to keep. This being one of them. I was willing to do it with most of the characters. Even though they were great looking. But this one and a couple of other ones, no. I was not willing to delete them. Wait, hold on. What's the name on? Am I messing up? I probably should use a wall that's less shiny. Plus, I don't think what's the name is on, is it? It might be, but it is on. So why is it picking up the back of her fucking neck? Bro, I'm not. The wall is too shiny. It's reflecting. It looks kind of bad. I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna go with this gray wall here. Yeah, that challenge was good fun until after a little bit, the scrapping process got quite boring. Everything else was fun as fuck. It was the scrapping process that got pretty whack. Because you got the scrapping process. Scrapping all of Sanctuary takes probably around 2 hours. The longest I ever survived was 9 hours. I was so close to completing the challenge. And you know how I lost it? Not through zombies. Nope. I did 9 hours of prep work, y'all. 9 hours of prep work. And I died because I blew up a car that was right next to me that I thought was rusted out. It was not. It blew up and I died immediately. I still have that character. That was one of the characters I was not willing to delete. A little Asian thing. I wasn't willing to delete that character. I still have her. But man, was I disappointed. And that's it. You know, like I said, the challenge was hardcore. No matter how you die, you're done. That's it. If you don't die to the zombies, doesn't matter. You died. So, character gotta go. Well, in that instance, character didn't have to go. Well, I mean, she was supposed to go, but I'm like, you're a little too pretty to be deleting. A little too pretty to be deleting, so I kept the character, but never played her for the zombie series again. I lasted 9 hours, people. What the fuck was that? Just to die to a car that I thought was already rusted out and blown up. Because certain cars in Fallout, they play you on purpose. Certain cars are very rusted, got blown out wheels and everything. So you'll sit next to them, do crap next to them, and you won't realize that that car is fully susceptible to blow at any moment. And that's exactly what happened. That dang car blew up. I shot a bomb and it blew up. So what happened was when I shot the bomb, it blew up the one car, which wasn't next to me, but the contact from that car blew up the rusty one that was next to me, which caused the failure of such survival. It's funny too, because I did end up beating the competition, the series, but I never got around to uploading it. It's long gone now, but at the time I actually did beat it. I finally got to level 20 on one of my characters, but it was a Halloween special episode. It just so happened to be on a character who looked crazy as fuck. He was like a deep blue color, with like crazy looking eyes. I was gonna call it oh shoot, what the fuck was it? I'm stuttering. I forgot what the heck I called it, but it was gonna be a good episode. But then that's when I was like, I don't know if this gaming stuff is gonna work. What was it? That hurt. I feel like I'm doing zombies. I'm getting paranoid with all these zombies running about. Why is the contrast so dang high for this character? I'm confused. Looks bad. I don't get why the dang contrast is so high. This is messing me up here. Everything's at 0 though, that's what's getting me. That makes it too dang bright though, but that does reduce the contrast by quite a bit. Now it's bright as fuck. So that tells me that I might have a mod that increases my contrast that I might have forgotten about. Because we're getting a real harsh amount of color here for some dang reason. RGB balance. You see, even when we go behind, there's still a vicious amount of contrast. What the heck happened? This is the things I deal with when doing my Fallout photos. Is too much contrast. These are the issues I deal with when it comes to Fallout. Oh, I just stepped on the wheel of my chair. That hurt. Sunlight intensity? I don't think it would be the sunlight, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure. Gamma is the darkness, right? Oh, that's turning gray. I thought it was the adaptation, but I don't see it for some reason. I ain't seen it for some reason. Hold on, we're gonna be back, man. This is messing up. Man, in the middle of setting up the fucking lighting and trying to make it better, the game had the nerve, the gall to crash on me, man. So everything I just did failed, so we're gonna put her indoors. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I just sat here building a dang preset just for the dang game to be like, you know what? I give up. It just stopped. Fucking crashed on me, dude. So we're gonna build a little indoor setup, you know what I mean? Something real nice and fancy, as you can see. We got these real clean concrete walls. You know what I mean? At first I was like, man, this might make it look like she in a dang prison. But it actually does not look like a prison because it's too clean. But prisons aren't clean. They look horrible because they're usually extremely old and nobody gives a crap about the prisoners inside. So they look like garbage. Not that that's like anything surprising or news, of course. I mean, it's a dang prison, you know. You want clean environments, don't do crap that'll lead you into prison. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, yeah, I thought it was gonna look like a prison, but nah, it looked good, it looked clean, it looked good, it looked clean, it looked good, it looked clean. And the lighting is great now too, so. I guess there's the one thing I did forget about. Okay, here in Fallout, that is not a problem over in good old Cyberpunk or Skyrim. The darker the character, the more issues with contrast you have. Which I forgot about because I have been slacking on my Fallout 4 photography. So, kind of forgot about that part. I'm like, I can't fix this dang contrast. Okay, this character is a little bit darker than Yale, so Yale wasn't having the same contrast issues. So, yeah, kind of forgot about that part. The more contrast, the darker the character, the more contrast issues you have to deal with. At least with certain mods, not everything, but with certain mods. You know what I do need to do for Fallout, though, that I did for Skyrim, and that I want to do more for Skyrim, is graphic mods. This game is a little unstable, so I never really thought about it, but... I mean, well, let me say that properly. This game is a little unstable, so I've always wanted to, I just never have. Also, another thing I just thought about is because of the way the clouds are on the mountains, but I ain't got no way to get rid of these dang dead bodies. That would be a way cleaner background to see those mountains at her back than that. You know, that's cool, but that's way better, you know? You see what I'm putting, you're picking up what I'm putting down? You know what I mean? Hold on, I'm about to try that actually. It should work, I don't see why it wouldn't. What did I just do? I just installed a light bulb somewhere. I have no clue. Oh. Get out of here. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I want to do that instead. Go ahead, take the, oh goodness, let's go ahead and move that right there. They better not fucking crash on me. Kinda forgot that happens. The dang thing is, those dang things are quite large, so when you go picking them up, it's 10,000 power. It was a mod I had got a long time ago because as I was building all those, that big old city, I'm like, you know how horrendous of a city this would be to live in? If their entire grid was made up of multiple gasoline generators? People would be fucking sick, high, and dying all the dang time. So, I found a mod that gives you those massive, generators. Best thing I ever did for this game. Made my city so much cleaner than having a bunch of giant generators at the bottom of every single building. That crap started, yeah, that looks way better. I don't really know what to do about the dead bodies, but let me see, maybe I can think of something here. If we just make the fucking ground long. I used to have a mod where you could delete bodies, but for some reason it don't work no more. Along with a lot of other mods. So what we can do at least is get this big ugly thing out of here. Why the fuck is there a zombie up there? Oh man, well that really shows how bad. Really? You was under there the whole time, and all of a sudden you want to come up. Fucking stay down there, buddy. Stay dead. Yeah, this is the issues you gotta deal with when you're trying to use a character who was once a zombie survivalist. See, now if this was like Skyrim, what I would do is I would hit him with the Foos roll, you know what I mean? But this ain't Skyrim. Not Skyrim at all. It's Fallout 4. Oh, that'll work. It'll work. Right there. Boom. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the halfway up like that. We gotta be careful now though, because does her neckline look like that? Because these zombies are still pulling up and crap. Okay, I'm too field of view. 50. That wall is a lot higher up than I realized. See something here? Her forward a bit, because I still want you to be able to see that she's in like some kind of crazy looking tin room. That's a part of the swag of the room, you know, but I also really like the clouds being in the background. You can see a lot of dead zombies. Actually, let's go to slightly closer footage. There we go. To be much better, easier to hide what the fuck is going on in the background. Although I don't know if we can make use of the shoes because I really wanted to show off the shoes too. But as you can clearly see, that's another issue I had after the so-called next-gen update. Skeletons stopped working and crap. A pretty disappointing update, I'm honest with you. I'm sure a lot of people agree. And then people were like, oh, you just backtracked your game. I'm like, well, who ain't late for that? I done updated like 60 mods already. Because no one knew that the update was going to be this fucking bad, you know? Was that a way to get us to play Fallout 76? I sure hope not, because I ain't playing that bullcrap. I'm sure it is great, but I don't want an online Fallout. I want an offline Fallout. Like most other people. I ain't got time to be dealing with people's dumb crap, you know what I'm saying? That's why I play so many offline games. People are stupid, and I ain't got time for it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a lot of great, nice people on the game. Because there's always great, nice people on every online game. But just like those great, nice people, there's always really crappy people on online games. And I ain't a PvPer like I once was. So if somebody did do something stupid, I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Nor would I want to waste my time trying to. And that means I gotta get my hustle on. in a game, grind it out, get money in a game, then find that person. They're not playing because they at work. When they finally get online, they're way more powerful than you realize. It's like, oh, look at that. I just spent my last week grinding out on this dang game instead of grinding out in real life. So this right here, what we're doing, perfect. You know what I mean? It's no grinding in game. It's grinding in real life. Working on, well, kind of sort of working on my virtual photography skills and stuff, trying to get a little bit better. Okay, not slacking on Fallout. This Fallout is usually some of the most stuff that people like seeing from me. So I've been slacking on my Fallout though, but we here right now. Oh, that's a cool one. You can kind of see the shoes. I mean, that one's slightly in the ground, but you can see it. See it. All right. I just wish somebody would make a good photo mode again. We once had an immaculate photo mode. Dude decided he didn't want to update it no more. I honestly hate when people do that. Make amazing mods, and then when the time comes to update it, they don't want to update it no more. Like, dang, you had people freaking happy about this mod, and you don't even want to do nothing with it no more. And I understand it's time consuming, but you know, that's something that you probably should have thought about before making the mod. Now everybody named mama need it and want it. Can't get it no more. Like, well, that sucks. You know what really sucks is I only got to use that mod for like maybe 3 sets of photos, so probably like a week or 2 before the next gen update came out and ruined every dang thing. So it's like, I understand why that person ain't updating it, but it still sucked. It still sucked. That was such a good mod, man. Should've like put like a donation joint on this joint. I mean, be like, hey yo, help me out, donate. It's a great mod. No, I can only make mods like this every now and then, so would be so kind to donate. People would understand. People donate to modders all the dang time. It's good work. It's good quality work. And that photo mode was definitely one. What isn't good quality work is her neckline. What's going on with that? What's that all about? I might have to do some blending. That looks terrible. Why is it like that though? I don't get it. Never seen that until now. This is the issue I'm having with the shoes, because this would be a great full body pose, but as you can see, the shoes ain't working. But it's a part of the fit. That's why they blue and white. Oh, yeah. I thought it was. I'm like, I don't know where this pose is headed, but it might be what I think it might be. Okay, yeah. Forgot Fallout got their fair share of crazy poses too. You know what I mean? Not quite on the level of Skyrim, but they exist nonetheless. See, I forgot. I'll open my... Oh boy. That's junk. Aid. Apparel. I have to flip upside down. There we go. Boom. Shoes were a very integral part of the fit, though. That's why it was blue and white, to match the blue and white that she's wearing. There's too many dang seat ones. I ain't give her a dang couch. I ain't think about it. I ain't think about a couch, bro. If I can find ones where the heels will work, then that's what I'm gonna do. But that would have to be on the ground poses, or poses too similar to what I used for the last character. Okay, there we go. We got something with that. Put them back on. Then, goodness gracious. Why is it at this angle? There we go. There we go. Gotta show off the shoes, man. It's a part of the outfit, I guess you can call this. I mean, unless you're specific, it's definitely more beach fit. Although I don't think it'd be very safe to be rocking heels that tall on some sand. That's a good way to, you know, ruin your ankles. Take your ankles from healthy to not so healthy in one good trip. Earn some dang heels like this and some sand. My fool self, one time I went to the dang beach in some Crocs, dude. Worst decision I ever made. The sand was getting to the top of them. And it was it was like walking in serrated knives, man. Her hand is colliding with leg. Also cannot see the shoes very well. Man, it was like fucking serrated edge in my dang Crocs. Oh, there we go. It was like serrated edge in my Crocs, man. It was horrible. Walking was so dang painful. But I also didn't really want to be barefoot because, number one, there's sand fleas, which I didn't know about, so I wasn't really trying to have no fucking crab guts on my toes. That's number one. Number two, you don't know what the fuck people walking around with. Yeah, I mean, you don't know what people walking around with, so you got, you know what I mean? I had to, like, I'll just clean them out when I get toward the water. That crap hurt, though. That crap was hurting. I wanted to see the background. What's the name? The poses we're using right now ain't allowing that because the shoes ain't working. Definitely don't want that pose. Not really trying to, you know, depict my character being attacked. That is very clearly what that is. Let's see, pinup. I think some pinup would probably work for these shoes, wouldn't he? Nope. I mean, it's a great pose, but it ain't working for the shoes. Yeah, I wanted the shoes to be an integral part. Guess not. Missing out on that absolutely gorgeous background. That was the whole reason we flipped this over, was for that background. Background is immaculate, dude. It's a good simple pose, though, you know what I mean? You can't be mad at it. That field of view back. So 40. Get close up to the face here. Out. Showing the zombie corpses. Without showing the zombie corpses. You know, for the longest, I kind of always avoided making my characters wear these glasses because I figured they would be kind of ugly. And when I finally made my characters wear them, specifically for the zombies episode, I'm like, dang. Each and every single one of them look fly in these dang glasses. Now, that could just be because my characters are fly characters. But, I mean, the glasses weren't bad at all. Thus, dang near all of my characters rock these glasses now. Yeah, mostly just for swag purposes. It's not like I actively made any of my characters supposed to be well, no, wait. No, I think one of my characters are. I keep glasses on her. My Italian character, if I'm remembering correctly. She rocks glasses because she's supposed to need them. So, we need 3 more photos and on to the next character. Go with that one right there. Fallout physics be trying to get you in trouble, you know? Why the fuck it always moving? He ain't even doing nothing. I think it's the skin tone I gave her. It's very red. I think that is where our contrast problems might be coming from. She has a very red skin tone. It's not really normal in dark-skinned people. I think the issues we're having might have been one that I accidentally created by making her skin too red. Look how red she is. She ain't supposed to be that red. Good pose, but oh, we can do that one. We might have to, you know, I mean, we might have to blur that part. It's a pretty fancy pose, I can't lie. We make her look more this direction. That's not that's lame. I know that one. TFC. Then we gotta. Oh! Man, this crap too sensitive, dude. I ain't mean to do that. Say right about there. Field of view number 40. No, I didn't turn it to the side enough. I'm trying to, the pose is nice, but we can't have, you know what I mean? We can't have the, you know what I mean, all up on the screen. So if we just get to the side, it'll be swaggy without being too much. There we go. I'm gonna say right about. Make sure she's facing the camera. I mean, you know what I mean? We can't do too much now. I said, I like to do modeling stuff for my characters. Nothing more. I was saying earlier though, the folks over there on the Deviants of Arts, they be asking for some craziness. I had to tell a dude just last night, like, I don't do all that, sir. My stuff is strictly character modeling / pinup. Simple stuff that you would actually see in magazines. This man was asking me for something else. Those type of magazines, websites, whatever the fuck, professional type craps. This man was asking for some old school prawn magazine type crap. I'm like, no. That ain't what I do. No, sir. Dude, half the time, if it's not for a specific look, I very rarely do, shoot, even fucking like just simple like topless stuff. I very rarely do that. It's got to be because I need to recreate a character or recreate a body. And that's it. And once I'm done, obviously I no longer have need for it. But like, on the norm, doing it just to do it, no. If it can't be used as a form of content or a selling piece, then it's too much. Now obviously I know somebody thinking, well, you can definitely sell something like that. Yeah, but nah, it's not what I wish to do. No. I'm sure there are places you can absolutely sell 3D fucking prawn at, but I'd rather not. I like my photography. It's that simple. Photography with a great looking character. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. You feel me? These dudes, man, they be asking for some madness. Like, I can't help you with that, son. I can't. Something's off about this pose. Her spine looks flattened, oddly flattened. It looks like it flattened the whole backside of her, which is definitely not the way this character is built. It's definitely not the way Steel is built, okay? She was a soldier. That's why she had the cami fit on. Lady's well, she was a soldier. Zombie apocalypse is over. She technically is dead. Like I said earlier, I was supposed to delete this character after I failed that episode, but for obvious reasons, I refused to do such a thing. Dude, this alone though is a bit more than what I would typically do. This I wouldn't be posting this to no end. That is also why though I've been thinking, I'm like, should move over to Patreon. It doesn't even have to cost nothing. It would just be a much better platform. Then when I direct people to it, you really only see my stuff and not the surrounding stuff. That's the problem. DeviantArt shows you the surrounding stuff and all the other madness that people be doing. Let's move to the next character real quick. I forgot this character was also a zombies character, and she's in a worse predicament than the last character. I'm fucking surrounded, baby. I'm absolutely surrounded. Where do I go? Nowhere as far as I can tell. Holy crap. Oh shoot, there's a nigga right there. How did I even build this stuff? How did this get here? There's not even a what's name here. Oh wait, I'm a fucking idiot. It's right here. I was thinking of the other joint. So, as you could imagine, the zombie series was pretty fun back in the day. I did it quite often. One of these days I might mess around and do it over on the gaming channel. It won't be like a long series, but it'll be like a spontaneous. Instead of me like coming out of the vault hardcore mode, scrapping the whole fucking land for 2-3 hours, it'll just be like hop on one of my pre-existing characters and just see how long I can survive on one of them who already got guns. It would still be fun, but just not nearly as much work as it was to put these characters together. Because those episodes that I used to do back then, some of y'all might remember, holy, them episodes was long. Are you coming this way, sir? You sure are. Need you not to do that. Oh. I don't have a HUD, so I can't see. And I'm on controller. Here to do pictures, that's all. This absolutely gorgeous redhead character. I forgot about this lady. This was another one of those characters I was refusing to delete. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. She is definitely a top-heavy person, though. I don't remember making her built like this. To be fair, though, I always make sure my characters are not built the same. I don't want a bunch of characters who are built the same because it wouldn't make sense. That's the one thing I freaking hate when I'm doing cyberpunk photos, is that all my characters are built the same. I'm not a fan of it. Realistically, some of my characters should be much slimmer than others. Some of my characters should be much thicker, but the problem is cyberpunk bodybuilding isn't the same as, you know, Fallout and Skyrim. Here in Fallout, I could build different bodies for my characters right here within the game. On Skyrim, I could do it right within the body slide. Same with Fallout if I just wanted to. With Cyberpunk, I have to move different patches and then remove other patches. Otherwise, it'll call. What the fuck is this wall doing? Stick it on the outside, man. Shoot. You know, I have to. There's a lot of extra crap that goes into making switching Skyrim, not Skyrim, Cyberpunk bodies. But it's disappointing because one of my favorite bodies that people had built, that somebody had built back in the day, was a thicker body, which was perfect for a lot of my characters who were supposed to be, you know, thicker. But they stopped updating it, so people stopped making stuff for it. Didn't we just use the gray for the last character? Let me go ahead, let me redo that. Let's do black for this character. All black. That's gonna be clean. I haven't used all black in a hot minute. But I did, actually. It's been a minute, but I did use black. So let's try the green. I don't think I've used green. Get this couch out of here. But yeah, Cyberpunk, putting body types together for Cyberpunk is a lot tougher. Honestly, I think I might do it any dang ways. The only downside is certain bodies don't have the same clothing. So I gotta use a lot of the vanilla clothing, which I guess isn't like too bad because there is a lot of good vanilla clothing, especially when what's it called? Phantom Liberty drop. It added a whole lot more. But there's a whole lot of stuff I won't be able to use. That's the part that sucks. I got so much good modded clothing over there. Is there full green? Oh, nice, nice. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching some goofy meme video yesterday from a dude that I've been watching for a hot minute. He was doing a reaction. He's like one of the few reaction channels I still watch. Actually, I can't even say few. He's like one of the only people that I watch. Yeah, no, he's the only reaction channel I watch. That's because he's actually funny. He was reacting to a video yesterday. It was a man dancing, if that's what you want to call it, and it was the stupidest looking dance known to mankind, and it had this ridiculous music to it, and I can't get the bullcrap out of my head because how ridiculous that man looked. If I remember, it'll pop up. That was the most ridiculous looking dance I ever seen in my life. That man actually thought that like he was killing that crap. Now I can't really talk because no, actually I don't know. I ain't no dancer by any means. However, I also ain't doing crap like that and then thinking, you know, that crap had me dying. It was a meme. I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he was goofing. I'm sure he wasn't serious about it. At least that's what I hope. That's what I'm hoping, at least. There's no way he was taking that dance serious. Then again, You know? Should have been serious. The dance was awful looking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no dancer, but goodness gracious. I was stunned, speechless. It was really the stupid music. The music definitely made it worse. You know when you see something and it's like, and then like a scary movie, and they add the atmospheric music, and that's what really adds the level of spookiness. It was one of those situations. That dance probably wouldn't have looked, maybe, it probably wouldn't have looked quite as bad if it didn't have that ridiculous music. Like, who the fuck be making these dang meme songs, man? Crap had me dying. I like this green though, it looks good. It looks real good. But you know, everybody got their own swag. I'm sure somebody will see this video and be like, what the fuck? Hey, you do as you wish. And for me, photography is one of my favorites. Okay, there's sunlight coming through here that we don't really want. Over the many times I've done these videos, I have had very little people actually say anything, but that also could be because I very rarely, that also could be because very rarely do I ever actually, like, what was it? This dang zombies got me paranoid, dude. Thought I heard something. I very rarely actually, like, pay attention to when people are saying dumb crap. Constructive criticism, that's perfect. I've had many people like, oh, you should use this mod because this mod will help you with this and that and that. As a matter of fact, I have a face lighting mod on this game, and that was recommended to me by many people. I'm like, you know what, I need to check that mod out, because I used to have an old issue back in the day with nighttime Fallout photos, where I could never get the proper lighting for my characters when I'm doing darker photos. So somebody had recommended me a mod that I use to this day. Like, if you want better lighting for your nighttime photos for your character, to get your hands on face light, it exists for Skyrim. I'm like, oh dang, I'm dumb, because I've been using face light for Skyrim, but I never thought about it for Fallout. But when people, you got like the random peoples who be like, oh, this is something. I don't be knowing what they be saying. This is something. Like, I guess. Anyways, you know. That looks nice and bright, but we did not even make her an outfit now that I'm thinking about it. She still got the vault suit on. I can't zoom out, but this is good lighting. So, boom, the lighting is good, but what the heck she gonna wear? One way to find out. Gotta build it. I don't even have a dang what's name. Ay. How the fuck I'm supposed to make her an outfit? I just realized that. Don't you gotta have like a specific skill level? This character definitely died before she got even close to that. Let me see. Level 3. So yeah, we didn't make it very far on this character. I highly... that was the outfit she was wearing during the episode, but none of that's gonna match to what I need. I doubt any of these are the proper color. Those were just some swag items I gave her for during the episode, because it's free to make and it costs next to nothing. What did I just say? I said it's free and it costs next to nothing. That's typically what free means. Costs nothing. Not next to nothing. It is costing you nothing. I don't know what the heck that was. Okay, well, I'm gonna figure something out. What the heck?